Ever had a woman you like completely ignore you? You text her, wait for her reply, but all you get is silence. You see her online, she's posting, liking things, but not replying to you. It feels terrible. You start questioning yourself. Did I say something wrong? Was I too eager? You even replay every conversation in your head, overthinking every word. But stop. Her ignoring you is not about you. It's about her. And we're going to use this situation to your advantage. I'll show you the Stoic approach to taking back your power. You'll know exactly how to turn the tables when she ignores you and come out stronger than ever. Women always test you. Yes, they do. They might ignore you just to see how you'll react. It's not accidental. If you respond emotionally, they win. But if you stay calm, confident, and completely unfazed, you win. How to handle this situation, not by playing games, but by becoming the most self-controlled and unshakable version of yourself. Think of this as the ultimate guide to handling rejection like a Stoic leader, why she's ignoring you, and why it doesn't matter. When a woman ignores you, it feels personal. It feels like an attack on your confidence, your self-worth. You start second-guessing every little thing. Did I come on too strong? Was I too desperate? But it's usually not about you at all. In this dating world, there are layers of mind games, hidden motives, and subtle power plays. Maybe she's testing how much you care by ignoring you. Maybe she wants to see if she can control your emotions. Or maybe she's just caught up with her life, work, friends, family. And there's also the possibility she's not as interested as you thought. Whatever the case, the key is not to let it shake you. Stay tuned, I'll show you exactly how to stay in control and flip the script without losing your cool. But none of these reasons actually matter. What truly matters is how you choose to respond to her silence. If you're sitting there, waiting, checking your phone every 5 minutes, wondering why she hasn't replied, you're giving her all the power. You're letting her control your emotions, your mood, and even your self-worth, and that's exactly what you don't want to do. This is where Stoicism becomes your secret weapon. Stoic philosophy teaches us one critical lesson. You can't control what others do, but you can always control how you respond. When she ignores you, don't fall into the trap of overthinking. Don't let yourself spiral into self-doubt or insecurity. Instead, remind yourself that her actions are outside your control. The only thing you have full control over is your response. So what should you do when a woman ignores you? First, understand this. Stoicism draws a clear line between things you can control and things you can't. You can't control whether she replies, but you can absolutely control how you respond. When she goes silent, don't chase her. Instead, eat 5-star and do nothing. Yes, nothing. This isn't about ignoring her out of anger or playing games. It's about showing that her lack of response doesn't shake your confidence. By staying calm and composed, you reclaim your power. You send a clear message that your mood, actions, and self-esteem aren't tied to her behavior. Most guys, when faced with silence, panic. They double text, send desperate messages, or even lash out in frustration. But that's the opposite of what you should do. Instead, practice emotional control. When you respond with poise and self-assurance, you prove that you're not affected by her actions. This is the key to handling the situation like a true Stoic. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. Next, I'll show you exactly how to use this approach to not just handle rejection, but turn it into your biggest strength. Stoicism is all about keeping your composure and staying strong no matter what happens. It's about holding on to your dignity and showing her that you don't need her validation. When you show her that you're unaffected, she starts to wonder why. She'll begin to see you as someone different from the rest. Let's say you've been texting her and suddenly she ghosts you. You might feel tempted to send another text, to follow up or ask what's wrong. Don't do it. Instead, let her silence be just that, her silence. You have your own life to live. By not reacting to her ignoring you, you show her that you're in control of your emotions. You've had a great conversation or an amazing date, and then suddenly, nothing. Most guys would panic, wondering, what did I do wrong? They'd try to win her back by sending another text or seeking her attention. But what if, instead of chasing her, you did absolutely nothing? What if you focused on yourself, hit the gym, worked on your goals, and simply carried on with your life? Her silence would no longer feel like a rejection. Instead, it would drive her curiosity. And more importantly, it would build your confidence. By doing nothing, you regain all the power. And if she doesn't reach out again, so what? You've already moved on and made yourself better in the process. Step 1. Shift the focus. Back to you. Stop obsessing over her silence and redirect all that attention and energy toward yourself. Her ignoring you isn't a reason to feel bad. It's an opportunity, a chance to improve your own life. Now is the time to invest in yourself. Strengthen your mind, body, and goals. What does that look like? It means hitting the gym, getting serious about your fitness, and tackling those personal or professional goals you've been putting off. Instead of wasting time overthinking, use it to level up and become the best version of yourself. But how to keep building your inner strength and handle these situations like a true Stoic. Whether it's learning a new skill or starting a project you're passionate about, dive into things that excite you. Spend time on hobbies that bring you joy and surround yourself with people who value and uplift you. The more you focus on your own growth, the less her ignoring you will matter. In fact, the more you prioritize yourself, the more attractive you naturally become. Not just to her, but to everyone around you. Women aren't drawn to men who chase them out of desperation. They're drawn to men who are focused on their mission, their goals, and their own path. Think about a time in your life when you were fully immersed in something you loved. Maybe you were hitting the gym consistently, seeing real results, or perhaps you were building a business, working hard, and watching your dreams come to life. During those times, you weren't waiting by your phone for someone to reply because you were too busy growing and succeeding. That's the energy you need to bring into every relationship. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, people notice. It's not just about ignoring her. It's about putting your energy into things that matter to you. When you do this, you'll naturally become more confident and attractive. She'll notice the change. She'll start wondering why you're not reacting, why you're suddenly more appealing. Step 2. Use reverse psychology. You've probably heard of it in dating, and while it's often overused or misunderstood, when done right, it's incredibly powerful. The key is not to play games, but to create curiosity. Instead of chasing her or trying to win her back, step back completely. Show her through your actions that you're thriving without her attention. This shift will make her question everything. Why aren't you reacting? Why does it seem like you're happier without her? This subtle move flips the script. It's not about manipulating her. It's about showing her that your happiness isn't dependent on her attention, but how to regain your confidence and take control of your emotions. When she ignores you, don't chase her. Ignore her back, but here's the twist. Ignore her in a way that shows you're completely unaffected, not bitter or angry. This isn't about playing games. It's about demonstrating your strength and self-respect. The moment you stop seeking her validation and show that her silence doesn't bother you, she'll start to wonder why. When you stop giving her the attention she's used to, the entire dynamic shifts. You take back control, not by being manipulative, but by showing her that you're in charge of your emotions. It's not about who texts first, it's about who maintains their composure. You've sent her a couple of messages and she hasn't responded. You're tempted to send another text, or worse, ask her why she's ignoring you. Don't. Instead, hold your ground and do nothing. Go on with your life as if her silence doesn't affect you. Spend time with your friends, hit the gym, work on your goals, or post pictures of you enjoying life. By doing this, you create curiosity. She'll start thinking, why isn't he chasing me? Has he moved on? Is he talking to someone else? And when she eventually reaches out to you, and trust me, she will, respond calmly and without overreacting. Don't ask her why she ignored you. Don't even bring it up. Respond as if nothing happened. This completely changes the power dynamic. You haven't begged for her attention or reacted emotionally. Instead, you've shown confidence, strength, and emotional control, which makes you incredibly attractive. One of the biggest mistakes men make when a woman ignores them is losing their cool. They start feeling anxious, frustrated, or even angry. Let me tell you, this is exactly what you need to avoid. When you lose your composure, you hand over all the power to her. She can sense your emotional instability, and that gives her control over the situation. The Stoic response to this is simple. Stay calm, stay composed, and don't let anything shake you. Whatever she's doing, your mindset should remain grounded, steady, and emotionally untouchable. This isn't about pretending you don't care. It's about genuinely not letting her actions control how you feel. When you master this kind of emotional control, not only will you feel more at peace, but you'll also appear much more attractive. People, especially women, are naturally drawn to those who radiate calm confidence, those who don't get rattled by small challenges or disruptions. Calmness is a sign of power, and power is irresistible. The next time she ignores you, resist the urge to react emotionally or impulsively. Take a deep breath, step back, and remind yourself of this. Her actions do not define your value or worth. Only you can decide how you feel, not her. Instead of stressing or replaying every interaction in your head, choose to focus on something that builds your sense of calm. Go for a run to release any frustration, listen to music that makes you feel unstoppable, or dive into a project you've been neglecting. Get lost in something productive. By shifting your focus away from her and back onto yourself, you take back control. You show her that you're not dependent on her responses, and more importantly, you remind yourself that your emotions are your responsibility, and it's something no one can take away from you. That kind of control is magnetic. When she sees that you haven't been affected by her ignoring you, she'll start questioning why. Why doesn't she have the effect on you that she expected? That's when the power shifts in your favor. Number 4, detach from the outcome. Whether she responds or not, whether she likes you or not, your peace should remain intact. That is true power. When you stop caring about the outcome, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of dating. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care about her. It means you care more about your own well-being than whether or not she gives you attention. This shift in mindset is essential if you want to take back control in any relationship. When you detach, you stop relying on someone else to determine your happiness or self-worth. You reclaim ownership of your emotions and your life. The truth is, when you detach, you stop worrying about what she's thinking, what she's doing, or why she's not replying. You become calm, collected, and in full control of yourself. Women, and people in general, are naturally drawn to those who aren't desperately seeking validation. Detaching from the outcome shows that you respect yourself enough to walk away from situations that don't serve you. You stop feeling needy or anxious, and in doing so, you become someone she respects and is more likely to chase. Think when you were overly attached to an outcome, whether it was a job interview, a date, or waiting for a text. The more you worried about what would happen, the more anxious you became. Your mind kept racing, imagining all the worst-case scenarios. But imagine the opposite. Imagine being so focused on your own goals and happiness that the outcome didn't even matter. That's where true freedom and power lie. Detachment is the key to staying in control. Imagine letting go of all that noise. Picture yourself being okay with any outcome, knowing that no matter what happens, you'll be fine. This is the essence of Stoic detachment. It's about embracing the mindset that whatever happens is meant to happen, and your peace isn't tied to anyone else's actions or opinions. When you can truly detach from whether she responds or not, you become free. You no longer feel the need to chase, seek, or validate yourself through her behavior. And when you're free, you become incredibly attractive. Freedom from outcomes shows confidence, and confidence is what draws people in. It's about proving to the world and to yourself that your happiness is rooted in internal stability, not external validation. When a woman ignores you, most guys panic. They overthink, they chase, and they lose control. But not you. Not after today. Now you have the tools, the mindset, and the knowledge to flip the script. When she ignores you, see it as an opportunity to show you're different, unshaken, in control, and calm. You don't react. Instead, you take control. You're confident and in command of your emotions. That confidence doesn't just make you more attractive, it makes you more powerful in every area of your life. Think how many men let their emotions control them? How many spiral the moment they're ignored? You're not going to be that guy anymore. You'll be the man who stays composed, focuses on himself, and lets go of the need for validation. This isn't just about dealing with being ignored, it's about mastering your life. When you master your emotions, you're no longer controlled by others' actions, opinions, or decisions. You're free. And that freedom? It's magnetic. Women notice it, people respect it, and most importantly, you feel it. From this moment on, don't just play the dating game. Master it. Be the man in control, always. If this message hit home, it's time to take action. Watch my previous video. 99% of men don't do this, but women want it, where I break down the exact mindset and strategies most men overlook but every woman secretly craves. Hit the subscribe button now and join a community of men who are mastering their emotions, relationships, and lives. Don't wait for the next time she ignores you to start building yourself up. Start today. Start now. This isn't just dating advice. It's the blueprint to becoming the man you're meant to be. A man who doesn't react but takes control.